So now we're on section 2.3.4, so let me zoom it in a little bit. So they want us to find the missing length, so we've got to figure out what is similar. Okay. So if you look, this one and this one looks similar, and that one looks similar. So I will go 2 over n equals 7 over 112. So I notice this is yellow, yellow. This is pink, pink. Okay. And now I make an x, multiply what touches. And then 2 times 112 is 224 equals 7n. Divide by 7. 224, I think it's 32. Yep, I get 32. Now I want to show you, you could have set this up differently. I could have instead of going yellow, yellow, pink, pink, I could have gone yellow, pink, yellow, pink. So as long as it's lined up, my yellow's there and my pink's there. They just have to go together, okay? Either way, you'll get the same answer. Let's try the next one. Okay, yellow, yellow. Okay, so then we have pink, pink, and I will do this. 7 over 23, yellow, pink, equals yellow, pink. Make an x, multiply what touches. 343 equals 23n, so 23n equals 343, divide by 23, divide by 23. And I get 14.91. All right. Okay, so for this one, let's see. So here's, this one is an A, and this one is an A. So as long as these two are congruent and these two are congruent, do I even need to show that? No, I don't. So they are similar by A. Okay. If I was to talk about the congruency of the triangles, I would say triangle QTR is similar, well, it looks like it's congruent actually, to triangle, let's see, if this started with Q, I have to start with that one, which is H. That one, which is T, so that one, oh, I think that was a Y. That's a T, and then that's a V, okay? All right, that's all I really care about out of that page. All right, let's go to the next page. And it's more about similarity. So I want you to just see this one. So we have a small triangle, which looks like, and then we have a big triangle. Right. If you look at the small triangle, that looks like U, so triangle U, T, V. We're going to find out if it's congruent or similar. Is the same thing as Q, T, R. So let's see. This is an angle, 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 congruent. This is an angle, angle. Okay. And so it looks like they're similar because I don't see anything else that is the same in length. They're similar by A. Okay. This one, they actually just want you to solve it. So forget all this. I just want you to look here. You can set up a proportion. 5 is with X as 4 is with 2. So you can just go 5 over X equals 4 over 2, as long as this is the small and this is the big. Make an X, multiply what touches. 4X equals 10. Divide by 4. X equals, divide by 2, 5 over 2. Okay. I'll zoom in a little bit. And I think that's actually all I want out of that page. So let's just cross off the rest. Just show me that you understand that proportion there. Okay. I'll know you're ready when you turn the page. And I don't really care about that. And let's see here. Okay, so on this one, let's practice our converse. Remember what the converse is? It's the opposite. So the conditional is if yellow, then pink. So now the converse would be if pink, then yellow. And by the way, if this is on your test, then you can't just highlight. You need to actually write it out. So let's look and see if the converse is true. So if two pairs of corresponding angles are congruent, so remember what corresponding means. If this is top right, this is top right. So they're saying those two are congruent. Then these two lines are parallel. Yeah, that has to be true. Because if the two lines were not parallel, let's say it looks like that, and then you do a transversal, this angle is actually bigger than this angle. So they would not be congruent. That happens to be true. If the sum of this is 110, that would be the then. If the measure of the angle is 70. Okay, so this is saying if you have a triangle and angle, let's say A, let me zoom that out a little bit, angle A, B, C, and they're saying if angle C is 70 degrees, then A and B have to be 110. Well, yeah, they have to be 110 because 110 plus 70 is 180. So that's also true. I want to tell you, though, if it said the measure of angle A equals 50 and the measure of angle B equals 60, that still equals 110. And the measure of angle C is 70. So if I was doing the converse and I said the measure of angle C, if the measure of angle C is 70, then the measure of angle B would be 50 and 60, that would be false because we don't know how many degrees angle A and angle B are. That'll be clarified better when you do the team test. All right, if alternate interior angles are formed by two lines are not congruent, so that would be the then, if two lines are not parallel. Okay, so let's look here. If two lines are not parallel, so one goes like this and one goes like that, awesome. Then the alternate interior angles formed by the two lines are not congruent. Well, yeah, because if I drew another line here and I did alternate interior, I mean, look at that. That just looks so wonky. That does not look like it's the same thing. So that would also be true. All right, let's look at the last one. If Johann throws coins in the fountain, that would be then. He loses money. So if he loses money, it's because he threw coins in the fountain. That's not necessarily true. He could have lost money because he dropped his wallet. He could have lost money because somebody took it. He could have lost money because he was gambling. Who knows? So that would be false. Okay. So it says here, we have to assume that all trees are green. So if we see a tree, it's going to be green. Does that mean that an oak tree must be green? Yeah, it's a tree. If it's a tree, it's green. Does this mean that anything green must be a tree? No. My shirt could be green, and I'm not a tree. And the shirt isn't a tree. Okay, so that would be your no, why not? And that one's good. All right, let's turn the page. All right, let's do probability. Looks like that's what this one is. Oh, you just want to see if it's independent or dependent. So independent means that one doesn't affect the other. So when you flip a coin, what you got the previous time doesn't affect the next time, so that one's independent. Drawing two aces from a deck without replacing them. Okay, if I have a deck of cards and I take the ace, so the ace is gone, now it's going to affect what I pick. So that means that is not independent. Having blue eyes if you have blonde hair. Well, you could have blue eyes and have brown hair. I think that's good enough because I only care about the math ones. All right, so this is going to be your homework. And I will do one example. I'll do this one. So this goes 6, 12, 15. So small to big. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 5. So I have to look at the relationship between them. If you look, this one's divided by 3. This one's divided by 3, and this one's divided by 3. So yes, they are similar, but they're not congruent because they're not exactly the same. And how do I know? Because this is SSS, side, 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 similarity. Okay? I need you to do these 4 other problems. Let's turn the page. This one, they want you to state the congruency and state the transformations, reflection, rotation, reflection, dilation. So that'll be homework. And then this one, they want you to do the same thing. So set up your proportions. So like 6 over 12 equals 10 over x, and find x. That is homework. And this page is homework also. So your packet just needs to be done. Okay?